What is up, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 14 Ultimate Team ratings and their official ratings for this year in FIFA 14. Today I do have Manchester United for you guys, as it was requested by one of my subscribers, so I decided to take that on board and I've decided to put this video out for you guys. And all in all, this does look like a great team this year, and I can see some of their players being very good in the game. So we will now get started with the goalkeeper for Manchester United, and we do have David De Gea, who has had an upgrade of 2 overall. He's gone from an 80 rated to an 82 rated goalkeeper, and he does look brilliant. I can see this guy being put into a lot of BPL teams or Spanish teams just because he's quite tall as well, and especially with these stat upgrades that he has had. He's had 1 added to his diving, he's had 2 added to his handling, and his kicking's gone up by 1, his reflexes have gone up by 1, his speed has stayed the same, and he has gone up 1 in his positioning. So mostly upgrades of 1 overall, apart from his handling that has gone up by 2. But I can definitely see this guy going into a lot of teams, as he will be quite cheap and he will be a fantastic goalkeeper to have for your squad. And now, guys, we will start up with the defensive line, and at left back, in that left back role, we do have Patrice Evra, who has had a downgrade this year. He's gone from an 83 rated left back to an 82 rated left back, and he has had some downgrades all over his card. He's gone down in his pace, his shot has stayed the same, his passing has stayed the same, his dribbling has gone down by 1, his defending has gone down by 2, which is a shame. So he's not going to be as great defensively as he was in FIFA 13, but his heading has stayed the same as well. But he does look like a good left back, and if pace isn't that much of a factor, I can see myself putting him in a few teams to make some hybrids, etc. But he will be, I think he'll still be a decent player at the back. I think he's quite strong on the ball as well, so he might be one to look out for, and I don't think he'll be that expensive either. And now, guys, to swap over to the centre-backs, and in the first centre-back role, we do have Vidic, who has had a downgrade this year, bearing in mind that he didn't really play much last year because he has been recovering from an injury for quite long, but he's downgraded by 2, and he's now an 87 rated, and he has had some downgrades. He only has 53 pace now, compared to his 59 in FIFA 13, and he has had a downgrade in his shot to 41 instead of 42. His passing has gone down, and his dribbling has gone down, his defending has gone down by 1, and his heading has gone down by 2, which is quite a shame. But he does still look like a quality defender to have. I suppose when you bring in chemistry styles, I've said this in my last video, if you add that extra pace boost to Vidic, I can see him being an absolute rock at the back, especially with that 86 defending and 90 heading, and it would definitely be a quality player to have. He's going to be expensive just purely because he is an 87 rated player, but I don't think he'll be that effective compared to some of the cheaper centre-backs in the game as well. And now, guys, we will move on to the next centre-back, and to pair Vidic, we do have Rio Ferdinand, who has stayed the same rating this year, and he does still look like a quality card. He still has 58 pace, his shot is still the same, and his passing is still the same, and all of his other stats are the same. He's got exactly the same card as he did last year, which I feel is deserved. Ferdinand had a great season last season, and he is just a solid centre-back for Manchester United, and definitely one to look for putting into teams, as I can see him being an absolute rock at the back. Like I said before, if pace is not a big matter, then he's definitely going to be a strong choice at centre-back, especially because he'll have quite good strength, I believe, and he'll be able to muscle people off the ball very easily. And to finish off the defensive line in the right-back role, we do have Rafael, and he has had a downgrade from a rare card to a non-rare this year, which is quite a shame, but he has had some downgrades, even though he stayed the same 77 overall. He's gone down 3 stat points in his pace, his shot has stayed the same, and his passing has stayed the same, his dribbling has stayed the same, and his defending has stayed the same, but his heading has gone up by 2, which is good, so he'll be better at getting up for them headers in defence, but he does still look like a good player to have at right-back, and he does have the high attacking work rate, so he will be able to overlap your wingers as well for the team, and I'll be looking to put him in a couple of teams as well. And now, guys, we will be moving up the pitch into the CDM roles, and first of all, in the first CDM slot, we do have Michael Carrick, and Michael Carrick has had an upgrade this year. He had an absolutely superb season last season, and he's gone from an 81 rated centre mid to an 82 rated rare centre mid. He was a non-rare last year, if you didn't know, and he does have he's had quite a few downgrades and some upgrades as well. He's had 1 upgrade in his passing, so he's gone from 83 passing to 84 passing. His shot has stayed the same, and his pace has been lowered down by 1, so he's got 60 pace now. His dribbling has stayed the same, his defending has been dropped by 2, which is quite a shame, and his heading has been dropped by 3. So even though that he's a higher overall, he has been dropped in more stats than he has been upgraded. But I can definitely see this guy being a good centre mid and CDM for you guys to put into some squads, especially with that 84 passing. He's got really good passing stats, and he definitely won't be that expensive, and especially when you add some chemistry styles to him to maybe boost his pace and defending, I can see this guy being a very good holding defensive mid for you guys and putting into squads. So definitely worth taking a look at when the game does come out. And we'll move along, and to accompany him in the CDM role, I've decided to put Cleverley there. He's default a centre attacking mid, but I've decided to stick him in CDM as he does mainly play that holding role. And he stayed the same in this FIFA. He's gone from a 78 rated non-rare centre attacking mid to a 78 rated rare centre attacking mid. He has had a downgrade in his pace. He's had a downgrade in his shooting. He's kept 80 passings like FIFA 13. His dribbling has gone up by 1, and his defending has gone up by 2, and his heading has stayed the same. But he definitely does look like another good card to accompany Carrick, and I can see myself putting him to some squads just because he'll be a cheap option for some teams, and I can guarantee he'll play very, very well. I used him this year in FIFA 13 whilst he was a non-rare, and he did play very well in my non-rare BPL side, so I can definitely see myself picking up Cleverley and using him in some squads this year as well. And now we will move up the pitch once again, and on the left hand side I do have Danny Welbeck. Even though that he's a striker on FIFA 14, when you watch him play in real life he does often drift out to the wings, whether it be the right or the left, so I've decided to position him on the left for this official team rating video. And he has had a downgrade this year. He's gone from a 79 rated striker to a 78 rated striker. I can see this guy getting a couple of informers as well. He's playing very well this season, but his pace has stayed the same. His shooting has been lowered by 2, which is a shame, and his passing has been upgraded by 5. I'm thankful that he's got better passing as well, and his dribbling has stayed the same. His defensive stats have gone up by 2, and his heading has stayed the same. But Danny Welbeck does look like a quality player, and I'll definitely be looking to put him in some cheap English teams as well, and I'll probably get my hands on him straight from the start just to put him in a couple of squads. And now we will flip over to the other side of the pitch, and I do have a surprise player. Instead of using Valencia, I've decided to go for Wilfried Zaha, and he transferred to Manchester United near the end of FIFA 13, and he did have a quite decent card there, which was 72 rated rare silver, and he's now been upgraded by 2 overall to a 74 rated right winger for Manchester United. And he's had a downgrade in his pace, which is unfortunate. His shot has gone up by 2, his passing has gone up by 1, and his dribbling has gone up by 1. His defensive stats have gone up by 1, and his heading has been lowered by 5. But I can definitely see this guy being a lethal right winger to have, especially because he's silver, and due to the fact that they've brought back single matches, multiple people are going to be using the single match option again and just be playing with silver teams and bronze teams. So definitely worth checking out and making some silver sides this year, especially for the BPL silvers. This guy's going to be an absolute devil, and I will definitely be getting my hands on him this year. And now we will move up the pitch once again, and in the centre attacking mid spot I have chosen Wayne Rooney because that's where he plays. He plays just behind RVP now. You could either call it the centre attacking mid or the centre forward. He is a default centre forward in both games, FIFA 13 and FIFA 14, but he has had a downgrade of 2 overall. He's now an 87 rated centre forward now, and he has had a downgrade in his pace. He's gone from 79 pace to 76 pace, so he's losing the pace as he gets older. His shooting has gone down by 1, his passing has stayed the same, his dribbling has gone down by 1, his defensive stats have gone down by 2, and his heading has gone down by 1 as well. But Wayne Rooney, I'm not too good. I'm not got good opinion on him. I used him in FIFA 13 and I just really didn't get along with him. He seems sluggish on the ball, so I don't know how I feel in FIFA 14, but we'll have to wait and see how he is. I can see him still being quite expensive just purely because of his 87 rated card rating, but I think there'll be other strikers that will be much better to put in teams than actual Wayne Rooney as well. And all in all, I'm not too sure I'll be putting my hands on his card this year, and maybe I will, I'm not too sure yet. But we'll move on to the last player for this team, and that is Robin van Persie, the prolific goal scorer last year for Manchester United. What a signing he was from Arsenal for them, and he proved very well to win them the title as well. And he has had an upgrade of 1 overall from an 88 rated to an 89 rated striker. He's going to be absolutely amazing this year, guys. And the upgrades he has had a downgrade first of all in his pace. He's gone down by 2 in pace. So Wayne Rooney and RVP do have the same pace rating this year of 76. And Robin van Persie did have 78 last year, so he was hovering around the 80s in pace, but he's been dropped to 76 this year. His shooting has stayed the same at 89. His passing has been upped by 1 to 82 from 81. His dribbling has stayed the same. His defending has stayed the same, and his heading has gone up 1 to 69. But definitely going to be looking to put him in some teams because in FIFA 13 he used to absolutely run the show up front. He scored so many goals for me, and definitely just because of that I'll be looking to put him in a couple of teams. Although he's going to be extremely expensive, I'm going to try my hardest to get my hands on him for a BPL team because he is going to score you so many goals, especially with his left foot. His left foot is absolutely lethal. So guys, that is the end of the video. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, as that would be absolutely fantastic. Maybe drop a comment as well. If you're not subscribed around here, if you can subscribe, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you want to check the description as well, there will be links to my second channel, my Twitter, my Facebook and my live stream, so make sure to check those out as well on your way out, and I will catch you guys next time for another video. Bye!